Ma'am, let me back up a bit. Let me ask you yourself as a teacher. Bongbong Marcos won by such a huge margin. A huge margin. How will you teach or explain what happened to your students? How will you talk about 1986? How will you talk about the last 36 years? And how will you talk about 2022?
Yeah, it's difficult, no? These are challenging times to be an educator. Yeah, it's I don't know what to say, but there are many factors, no, that could explain why Marcos had such a big margin. Well, we know that they've prepared for this, like sabi nga Friendster pa lang, di ba? But then they've intensified their campaign in 2016 when Marcos lost to Robredo, no? And palagay ko, no amount of resources can match their resources. And yung obsession nila to gain back the presidency and to return to Malacanang. Secondly, yung yung factor that Sara Duterte was his vice presidential candidate, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Ang laking
Yes, ma'am.
factor noon. As you can see in the result, 'di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
Mindanao and then the north.
Pero ma'am, kasi in the end po, people will not be looking at the Sara Duterte factor. They will be looking simply at Bongbong Marcos winning the presidency by a huge margin in 2022, 36 years after EDSA. So, di ba, I suppose for most people, Sara Duterte's role will be a side note or a footnote.
Okay. The other, well, the next explanation would be yung authoritarian nostalgia, di ba? That they have fomented over social media. Well, people may ask, sinabi na rin ito sa akin ng Spanish journalist, di ba, pwede namang, in Spain, kahit may authoritarian nostalgia pa, pagka mag-anak ka ni Generalissimo Franco, hindi ka mananalo. Diba? May ganon. Ang tingin ko rin is because yung nostalgia promoted by the Marcos camp has resonated well with Filipinos, mainly because of the uncertainties caused by the times, diba? Pero iba yun, no? Sa akin, iba yung explanation per income class. Yung lower income class would be uncertainties brought by the lack of jobs and livelihood, the increase in poverty rates due to the pandemic. Pero sa high income class, the same reason why people voted for Duterte in 2016 naman, because they wanted security over freedom. Hindi nila yung human rights. It's not something that appeals to them.